For decades, he served the people of Kentucky, first as governor, then as a U.S. senator. This weekend, Kentuckians will be able to pay their final respects to Wendell Ford, who died this morning at the age of 90.
Funeral arrangements were announced tonight. He will lie in state in the state capitol rotunda from 11 until 6 Sunday. A memorial service will be held at 3 p.m. His funeral will be held Tuesday morning at 11 at First Baptist Church in Owensboro. Kentucky lawmakers have been paying tribute to Ford all day. Many of them said he was a champion for families and hard workers. While Ford was a Democrat, he earned respect from both Democrats and Republicans.
Number one, he listened. He could actually quit talking long enough to listen. And he learned a lot in that way, and he made a lot of things happen because he listened.
I had the opportunity to watch my Senate colleague up close as he ascended to leadership in his party and established himself as a leader on issues of importance to my state.
Those who knew Ford also say his legacy will be seen here in Kentucky for generations to come. And you'll find an example at the University of Kentucky. Tonight, Garrett Weimer explains in our top story at 11.
He left his mark as a politician.
If I played a small part in making Kentucky a better place to live and raise your children, then I've made a contribution.
But here at UK, you'll find he also left his mark.
This loss is tremendous.
Eugenia Toma is the Wendell H. Ford Professor at UK's Martin School of Public Policy. Toma grew close to Ford when he worked there with her.
I talked with him just a week ago, and we said goodbye.
But he'll never be forgotten, not here. His face, his namesake, what he did and how he did it, all an important part of the Martin School's mission.
Of what he symbolized as a politician that I think people long for now.
Another tangible mark Ford left behind here at UK is the Public Policy Research Center that bears his name.
And in that research center, in the library, we house his papers, and so yes, his mark is tangible across campus.
As for his legacy,
nothing but fond memories of a very happy, productive, valuable human being.
And as he told us back in 1995, that's all he asked for.
The things I've done in Washington will help this state and its people. Then I feel like I've made my contribution, and I hope the people will see me as that.
In Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
At this point, the collection of Ford's correspondence, papers, and oral histories at UK libraries is closed, but a spokesman says they will work with Ford's family to get their thoughts on when to open the collection for research. For more on Wendell Ford's legacy and how Kentucky lawmakers are remembering him, go to WKYT.com.